Last week, the Grok AI on X went rogue and started going on an anti-Semitic screed and telling X users about the final solution, calling itself a new nickname, Mecha Hitler, and speaking about the Jews. And now the Elmo account on X has been hacked and started posting similar sentiments. Although these are all now deleted, the screenshots will live forever in infamy.
Yes, they will.
I think I can at least read these since we're not the ones saying it, right?
I don't even want to put them up on screen.
One of them says,
we'll
release...
just put Elmo's face here.
Right. Release the files at real Donald Trump, child effer. Another one said, kill all... Okay. Another one said, Elmo says all Jews should die. F Jews, Donald Trump is Netanyahu's puppet because he is in the Epstein files. Jews control the world and need to be...
You do a lot of great impressions. Can you do an Elmo impression?
Oh, I don't want to be clipped saying any of that, especially in an Elmo voice. But if you would like to volunteer...
I don't do a good Elmo voice.
I'd be happy to hear your Elmo impression.
Nope. If it was Mickey, I could give you a Mickey impression, but it's not Mickey.
Jordan Peterson has a long-running beef with Elmo, called him a
That's
milksop, and I think these tweets could inflame a new debate between Elmo and Jordan Peterson.
Peterson has been vindicated.
Who has positioned himself as a warrior against anti-Semitism on X. I guess Elmo is part of the woke right now.
Maybe, well, no, maybe this was Peterson on an alt account hacking the Elmo so that he could then start the beef back up.
Or is this Grok influencing Elmo? Is this a Groper hack?
I did like this one. It said Elmo had it all: fame, a clean image, brand deals, loved by millions. Then he hit post and it all came crashing down.
The Grok situation was something we didn't address last week, but when I looked into it, it was so insane because this Groper account this Groper account impersonated a real person, a real woman named, I think, Cindy Steinberg or something.
Okay.
And started posting all of these anti-white phrases, celebrating the deaths of children in the floods in Texas, and posing as this woman, this real woman. And when she found out about it, she was distraught, obviously, that she was being impersonated to say all these disgusting things. And then when people asked Grok to summarize the situation for them, Grok mistakenly thought that this woman was genuinely saying all of this and this was a real account, and then started saying that it was, you know, the Jews every single time and presenting solutions of a final variety, and that was a whole controversy in and of itself. Elmo is just the newest chapter.
I did see this one.
I'm assembling a team: Elmo, Mel Gibson, Kanye, and Grok.
There was this one.
Oh man. So okay, I feel like I just have a bunch of history of the internet just locked away in my brain.
You do, because you immediately
knew about the original anti-Semitic Elmo, who predates all of this. This is from 13 years ago. There was a man who dressed up as Elmo in Central Park and went on anti-Semitic rants in front of the public, and he ended up getting profiled in the New York Times. It was this whole controversy. But I wanted to show this video.
Haven't fixed the problem. Then your kids won't hear this out here. Read about International Jew by Henry Ford. I'm not making money because the Jewish costume company's harassing me. That's why I'm doing it. And that's why I want people to read about the International Jew, because if you start your own business in this city, Jews will harass you. Read about the International Jew.
That is the scariest Elmo I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, how many other Elmos are there that she's seen?
There are a lot of Elmos in New York, for sure.
Oh my god. Did you hear what he said?
No, I didn't.
What's with the knee pads?
Yeah. I'm also going to demote because he's also not doing an Elmo voice. And if he really wanted to draw attention to himself, he'd be doing an Elmo voice.
He said something about not being able to make money because
Couldn't
of
start
the
a
Jewish
business 'cause you would
costume
be-
companies.
And that he would be harassed opening a business in New York City because of Jewish businessmen.
Yeah, so I looked into this further, and I found the New York Times piece on him from back in 2012. Beneath a ranting Elmo's mask, a man with a disturbing past, and they uncovered his real identity. They say his name is Adam Sandler. There's no freaking way. There is no way.
The world is a little bit fake. I'm getting this is all a simulation vibes.
So the police put him in an ambulance, but he was not arrested at the time. The videos were spreading everywhere, and others thought it was scary. So they identified this man as Adam Sandler, 48, of Ashland, Oregon. He removed his Elmo head from atop himself and tried to explain the situation. He said the doctors that he was taken to told him he was paranoid. It was obvious to talking to him that he was troubled. He told a detailed account of his life and his dark past, and this included him getting deported from Cambodia for hosting a pornographic website titled Welcome to the Grape Camp. He was deported from Cambodia in 1999 after this was brought to light, and then in the US started working from a temp agency at the New York office of Girl Scouts.
You can't make this stuff up.
And he was later fired after these videos started spreading online. Then he said, I saw how these Elmo guys were working in Times Square, and he got the costume for $300, which quickly paid for itself, and then moved on to Central Park because he felt Times Square was too saturated with Elmos.
Well, the market share was full.
Yeah, at least 2 other outbursts in his Elmo costume made it to the internet. In one of them, he uses obscenities that send children running to their mothers. Mr. Sandler said that the true number of his outbursts as Elmo was closer to 15. The police had no record of arrests on him, and in none of these videos was he physically abusive to anyone. It's unclear, they say, whether his rants as Elmo are illegal. Just don't let this Elmo tickle your kids.
Here's Elmo being interviewed by Candace Owens.
Oh my gosh. I can't. So yeah, Elmo has a very weathered reputation at this point. He's like one of the favorites for like child mascots that get defiled, you know?
Tickle Me Elmo was probably a psyop of some sort. I don't know what that psyop was, but look, it's the voice. It's very easy to put a bunch of like hateful stuff in that voice, and it immediately is funny to people. Let's face it.
Yeah, you can't deny
but
that.
what we're saying is true. Jordan Peterson must have been right all along.
Can you find that Jordan Peterson clip? I'm sure it's readily available. We have a 20 from Pop Culture Junkie. There is a cadre of spiritual advisors who take advantage of painfully insecure actors. These celebrities can be suspicious of the management around them who take a percentage of their income. These advisors exploit that. Yeah, definitely seems like a pattern at this point, and I know Rabbi Shmuley to this day credits himself with trying to help Michael Jackson out of substance abuse problems.
Why do you hate?
But he was a spiritual advisor as well.
Yeah.
Hate Elmo so much?
He's a cringing little milksop of a puppet. I like the Jim Henson puppets. They all had an edge. They were funny. Jim Henson was funny. He was a terrible stoic.
Oh, so he agrees with Elmo.
Okay.
And you could tell that in Sesame Street.
Yeah, you could.
We used to sit around when I was a teenager and get stoned and watch Sesame Street. I mean, nobody could invent the Count who hadn't smoked like 8 pounds of weed.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. He was a cringy little milksop. That's what he was. That's what he was. Okay. Just another long line of I didn't even hear about Elmo until the end of the night because I don't have X on my phone anymore. So
I didn't see any of this.
Yeah.
But I think I want to see Piers Morgan host a debate between Jordan Peterson and anti-Semitic Elmo. That's what I
that.
want.
I would watch that. Okay.
Elmo also has beef with Larry David, apparently.
Yes.
They got
Larry
into a
David,
fist fight on national television.
Got beat up. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Elmo is this uniquely hated child character for some reason.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.